Hi, let us take a look at data tools. Under the main menu data, we have on the ribbon a section called data tools. Under data tools, we have text to columns, and then we have flash fill, and then we have remove duplicates, and we have data validation. In the end, we also have consolidate. We are going to take a look at all this one by one. All of them are pretty easy and very handy. Unfortunately, many people don't use this because they are simply not aware. These are all very handy data tools. Let us see. First one is text to columns. The meaning of text to columns here, as you can see, it splits a single column text into multiple columns. For example, we have full name Rajiv Mahesh Poddar, and we want to split it into first name and then middle name and then last name. So, how do we do that? Let us try. So, we have full name given over here. We'll use text to columns. All right. And here I'm going to use delimited. So delimited means it is separated by some character. In this case, it is space. It could be comma or it could be a tab also. So I'm going to click next, and then space is already chosen here as delimiter. Okay, if it was something else, you could do that. I'm going to keep it as space, and then I'm going to click next. Now it is showing destination is D4. D4 means it is going to start from here itself. Okay, but we don't want that. We want it to start from E4. So I'm going to change this D4 to E4, right? You could check all these one by one. Incidentally, the first one is Rajiv, second one is Mesh, and third one is Poddar, and so on. Okay. Why is it to be done? Because sometimes data may be of different data types, and therefore there is an option given here, column data format. We may want to format the first one as name, second one as text, second one also as text, and maybe third one as date if it was date, and so on. In this case, all our text so general would do. After that, all we need to do is finish. That's all. There is already data here. Do you want to replace it? Click OK. And you can pretty much see Rajiv Mahesh Poddar has got split. Rajiv, first name, Mahesh, middle name, and Poddar, last name. Let's take a look at flash fill. This is an interesting feature. We have a set of uh, columns where data is entered. For example, this is first name and this is last name. Girish, Rane, Sanjeev, Pai, Kamal, Rai, Suman, Kher, and so on. So there could be hundreds of them, and you want to get a combined name over here. Although it could be pretty much done by different formulas, etc. But this tool of flash fill is extremely easy and doesn't need any formula. What you do is you just type what you want. For example, we want Girish, exactly how coming from the first one, and then we want space, and then we want Rane. You could have copied and pasted this if it was lengthier one and if you didn't want to make any spelling mistake, etc. But I have just typed it as it is, and now we want to flash fill all this. So just select all of them and go on to data rules. On top you can see flash fill. Just click over there, and isn't it magical? So all you did was just typed this Girish over here and Rane over here to combine them as first name and last name, and just selected all of them and clicked on flash fill to get all the result. Let us take a look at remove duplicates. Here is a list of roll number, name, and marks in three different subjects. Okay. Sometimes somebody's record may be duplicated and we want to remove. If the students are, say, more than 200 or 500 or 1000, then it's very painful to search for a duplicate record. Therefore, data tools offer a very quick one to locate and remove the duplicates. What we need to do is just select the entire set of records. So we have selected all the records. Please notice here, number 2 is Girish 60 75 80. Again 2 Girish 60 75 80. Again 2 Girish 60 75. It is duplicated, right? Let us see if this can detect it or not. So what is the first step? Select the entire data and go to data tools. Okay. And under that, the middle one over here shows that it is remove duplicate. Just click on that and you will get this toolbox. What does it say? It says that to delete duplicate values, select one or more columns that contain duplicates. Sometimes you may be expecting only roll number to be duplicated, needs to be removed. But we don't want that. We want all the columns duplicated. That means the entire row duplicated. So we have selected all. If we wanted some particular things, then you could have simply chosen roll number and name. So wherever there is roll number and name appearing same, you could have deleted that. But here by default it is selected all. So I'm going in for the complete row to be duplicate in order to get removed. And all I need to do is just click OK, and it is going to tell me 2 duplicate values found and removed and 9 unique values remain. Okay. All right. So click OK, and you will find here these two cells have become empty from this. And you notice 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10. 2 was duplicated twice and has been successfully removed. Very easy, isn't it? Let's go to data validation. This is another interesting feature when you want data to be entered from employees or from students or from anyone. Okay, and you don't want wrong data to go into your records. For example, here we have age. Let us say this is the age of an employee we are filling. Okay, now a company can employ the people only above 18, and company retires the people when they become 60 years old. Therefore, anybody's age in the company cannot be below 18 and cannot be above 60. So that's a business rule. Can we apply that rule over here to this cell? That can be done very easily by doing data validation. So under data tools, the lowermost here is shown as data validation. Click on the pull down arrow and click on data validation. Remember, we have already selected the cell where we want to apply the rule. Okay, so now settings, allow any value. That means there is no rule for at the time being, and you could pretty much put any value, text, uh, number, date, whatever you want, you can put. It's not going to show any error, but we don't want that, so we want something else. Okay, so let us say we want to put whole number. So once we have chosen whole number, we don't want to put somebody's age as 50.55. So we will prevent that. And under whole number, now they have given some rules. You could change these rules. But luckily for us, the default one has come as between. So what is the minimum age? We have to type 18. So therefore, minimum age has to be 18. It cannot be below that, and maximum age is 60, because after which a person retires, right? You can also give a special message in case wrong data is entered. We can here we can just give message. Okay, title we can give message warning. And what is the message? Age should be between 18 and 60 only. Okay, no other age is permitted. So I have just given the message and click OK over here, right? All right. So now since we have given warning, moment we come on to this cell, it tells message warning. Age should be between 18 and 60 only. See, I'm clicking out here, nothing is out there. As soon as I come, it tells me, so it is guiding me to put the correct data. Nevertheless, supposing if I still don't put the correct data, I put say 12, age of my employee is 12, and I enter. And what does it say? It doesn't accept the value. It says this value does not match the data validation restrictions defined for this cell, so I have to cancel it. I have no choice. Okay, if I put it 76 and again enter, again it doesn't accept because above 60 is not acceptable, and it gives me a caution telling that this date is beyond the range specified for the cell. It's easy and good, isn't it? So this way, this is going to permit you to enter exact data as per your business rule. Let us see another very interesting feature over here, and it is for, suppose you want to enter some people's names. Let us say these are the employees, right? Raju, Girish, Manoj, Sheetal, Ravi, Shikhar, etc. These are the employees, and we want to enter the employee, one of the employee over here. Now this method is going to make sure that uh, in this case, only one of these names can appear, no other name can appear. How to do that? So come into this cell and go on to data validation. And after you have gone on to data validation, go to settings. Okay, so it tells allow any value. We don't want any value, we want some specific rules. So choose list, because we want the values to be picked up from the list. Now it says where is your list, from which list it should verify the values. So click over here, it is asking source to indicate from which list, what is the source from where the name should appear. So select all the names over here, right? So it has got selected from E16 to E24. Can you see the running ants over here? So these are the names. So the names will be permitted only between these, and no other name will be permitted. All you need to do now is click OK. So now, if you notice here, opposite to name, if you click here, you can see a pull down arrow, right? So this is very handy and a useful feature for data entry. Not only does it save time, but it avoids any spelling mistakes. So what I'll do is, if I have to enter any employee's name over here, I'll just click here and I can see a pull down list of all the employees, right? So I can just about select anyone, Manoj, right? So that's it. If I want someone else, I could select Ameya and so on. So this is how you can get a drop down list from a predefined list by using data validation. This is a pretty useful tool. Let us now look at consolidation. Okay, so we are going to take a look at consolidation. First of all, let us understand what is consolidation. Let us see what does it say here, right? Here, consolidate, summarize data from separate ranges. Okay, consolidating the results in a single output range. Consolidating means adding up or finding average or finding a max or finding min, etc. That means you are consolidating, right? You are finding an aggregate function application. Suppose there is a sales data which is coming every month from different regions. Okay, let's say the company has four regions: north, south, east and west. And from each region, I am in the headquarters in Delhi, let's say, so I get data of sales from all these regions. Let's say if they are selling LG, Nokia, iPhone, Sony and Motorola mobiles, so I get the numbers. Okay, I get the numbers for three uh, uh, what shall I say, 3 quarters, let us say, okay, or whatever. Okay, so certain amount of figures based on your regular reports you are getting from all four regions. Let us take a look how it's going to come. Let us say this is the north sales, right? These are the figures for north sales. Let me see south sales. So there are some other figures. and then east sales. There are some other figures and west sales. So these are the different figures I have received in my Excel sheet from the representatives of these four zones. I want to add them up quickly. That means all the LG of this cell should get added, and in my consolidated report they should appear. All Nokia for the first month, let us say, should come from all the four cells and should get added up. And likewise for each and every cell from four different sheets of four different regions, the additions should be done and you should get a consolidated report. That's very easy. So here is a sheet for consolidation, right? What do you do is you prepare exactly same sheet with, remember, same column headings: LG, Nokia, iPhone, Sony, Motorola, same column headings and same sequence and same number of blank cells where you want the consolidation. And the title I have changed. Here I have written consolidated sales instead of saying south sales, west sales, east sales, and so on. And now click into the first cell where you want to get the figures consolidated. From each LG for the first month, it should get added and get entered over here. Likewise, Nokia should get entered over here. iPhone, Sony, Motorola. Likewise for all the columns. So come on, how to do it now? Just come to the first cell where you want to begin consolidation, right? And go to consolidate, right? And click on consolidate. It's pretty easy, right? Let me just remove some last data. It was there in this, so let me just delete it. Okay, when you're doing it for the first time, you'll get nothing over here. It will be blank, right? Now under this box that you have got, it says which function do you want to apply. Sum. You can also apply average, or you can get max, or you can get min, and so on. But we will keep it for the time being as sum, assuming that we want to consolidate based on the sum. So now it is asking from where all do you want to consolidate. So reference. So click onto this cell, reference. Okay, and let us begin with north. So I'm going to north sheet, and reference means I will select the entire range of sales which I would like to subsequently consolidate. So it is showing A4 to E6 of north sales, right? And I'll just click add over here. Okay, now all I need to do is just click on south sales, and it has very smartly picked up south sales A4 to E6. Just click add over here. Remember, all references under this window of all references, it is getting added over here. Now we got south. Let us click on east sales. Likewise, it has become east sales, and just click add. So east has also got added. Now go on to the west sales, and west has appeared over here, and click add. Please check once again in all the references window. It has got east sales from A4 to E6, and similarly north sales, south sales, west sales. If there are more, you could pretty much add all of them. Now what it is going to do is, okay, since we have selected the entire range, respective cell of each sheet is going to get added and appear into the consolidated result. All you need to do is just click OK, and here is the magic. Can you see this? This is the total of all LGs for this cell in four different regions, and likewise all the respective cells have got added and consolidated report is ready for the headquarters. Isn't it nice and very efficient? So what we have learned is data tools, and under that text to columns, and then flash fill, and then remove duplicates, and then data validation with some business rule, or for text appearing from a pull down list, And lastly, consolidating data from different Excel sheets and putting them together in your final consolidated list. That's it. Yes, if you find this useful, click the like. If you wish to catch several such videos, hit subscribe for notifications, ring the bell, and share this so that others too can watch. Bye.